In today's interconnected world, the need for seamless integration and connectivity has become paramount. And businesses are really grappling with massive influx of data and diverse set of technologies and tools just to streamline their operations and extract very valuable insights which is very useful for their businesses. And recognizing all these issues, Microsoft has developed and launched a groundbreaking solution called Microsoft Fabric. This Microsoft Fabric, which is a very innovative tool and provides a unified approach, is set to revolutionize the way we operate and work our businesses in terms of collaborating, connecting, and harnessing the full power of data and AI under one umbrella. In this vlog, I'm going to teach you step by step process for starting from getting the data and how to use this tool. It will also help you to learn the basics of Fabric, how these different features work together, and it will also cover the experience of both professionals and non-technical users. It will give you a well-rounded understanding of this platform. Before going deeper into it, I just want to let you know that Microsoft Fabric is still in the preview, and Microsoft can change some of the features when this tool goes into GA. So let's get started. Hello friends, welcome to my channel and explore the world of Microsoft Azure. My name is Rajneesh Kaushik and I'm a Microsoft certified trainer, consultant and an enterprise architect. For more latest videos and blogs, you can always log into my website rajneeshkaushik.com and subscribe to my blog. Please do not forget to subscribe my channel and click the bell icon so you don't miss the latest videos. Do like, share and comment. Microsoft Fabric, empowering a new era of connectivity and collaboration. This is the agenda for today's session. First, we are going to understand what is Microsoft Fabric and why it is created. Because there are already so many tools there from Microsoft. So then what is the use of Microsoft Fabric? What advantages Microsoft Fabric provides? And what are the terminology used in Microsoft Fabric? And then we will learn what is OneLake and Lakehouse. And then we will wrap it up with a Lakehouse demo. Okay, so what is Microsoft Fabric and why it is created at first place? Microsoft has already so many tools in market. Then why this new tool again? Because customers are looking for one single solution for their businesses. And this Fabric provides complete analytical solution, which includes data movement, real-time analysis, insights, data processing, data storage, integration services under one umbrella, and that is Microsoft Fabric. As you know that today's business market, tools market especially, is very fragmented, and there are lots of challenges of working with various data and AI tools from different vendors and different companies. And Fabric helps you to provide a simplified, unified solution which brings all these capabilities under one umbrella. It also provides you easier extraction of insights and presentation to the business users. Not only this, it also provides you cost and efficiency while performing these analytics, reduce the cost and increase the efficiency. Okay, so we have spoken nice words about Microsoft Fabric, but what are its advantages and benefits to the users and organizations? So there are various advantages, and it can add so much value to the organization. First of all, it has provides you a seamless experience. That means you don't have to struggle with multiple tools launched from multiple vendors and companies. First of all, there are two challenges: learning these tools and then integrating these tools. That is why Fabric provides a centralized solution where all your analytics needs can be met in one place. It also provides you real-time analytics, which helps you to generate the decision-making process for your organization very simpler. Nobody wants to look at what happened in the past. They want to look at real-time data and then get insight immediately so that they can do the informed decisions, and this is what Microsoft Fabric helps you to do. It also provides you reduced cost because you are no more using multiple tools and not purchasing or investing your money into multiple tools. And at the same time, it also helps you to save the time because you are not navigating or you are not moving from one tool to another tool to make the insights. So these are very, very important benefits for the Microsoft Fabric, which any business can utilize. Okay, so first of all, let me tell you that data Microsoft Fabric is not a new tool. Actually, Microsoft has clubbed all the disparate tools which they have already produced under one umbrella and rebranded it as a Fabric. So all these tools which we are going to discuss now, or components which we are going to discuss now, they are already exist in the Microsoft ecosystem, but they were separate and now they have clubbed everything in one. So let's go through these tools and understand the terminology used in this. So Data Factory, you might already be aware that this is a wonderful tool for the cloud-based ETL jobs, and it provides two different things: data flows and pipeline. As you know, data flow is used to add the 300 data transformations with various data sources, and you can create a data pipeline with the big data with ease in this. It also provides you automation of the pipelines, handle the large data set, and you can design this with the drag and drop features. So Data Factory is an integral part of it. It also provides you the connectivity to the data lake storage Gen 2, and it also provides you hundreds of connectors, to all the industry standard platforms. Then the next part is data engineering, and the data engineering workspace in Fabric, it provides you four different features. First is Lakehouse. Lakehouse is a feature where you can create a similar kind of approach what Databricks provides, a Lakehouse approach, right? Which means that you can use SQL as well as Apache Spark together without moving the data, from data lake to the data warehouse. You can generate the insight while the data is already there in the lake, and not just generate the insight, but also you can have the acid properties of transactions on the data. It also provides you delta tables the way Databricks provides you, and Microsoft says the data lake as a Microsoft OneLake, which they want to tell you that this is a single source of truth. That is why it is called OneLake, and this is residing in a dedicated workspace, so that there is a segregation between the different workspaces. Then the second part is Apache Spark job definition. So it provides you to create a Spark based jobs and then deploy those jobs on the Spark cluster. Then it provides you a notebook, which provides you similar kind of notebook what we have seen in Databricks. And then finally, it also provides you vOrder, and the vOrder is nothing but a Z order provided in Databricks, and it is a optimization technique for your data so that you can improve the speed and efficiency of your data, not just increase the speed but also improve the efficiency. Then the next one is data science, and in data science it provides you various data science tool like machine learning studio. You already might be aware about it, so the same machine learning experiments you can do here as well. It provides you data wrangler, which helps you to wrangle your data with the powerful notebooks, which is designed to assist the data analysis. It provides you wonderful grid-like interface to visualize your data and then generate the statistics, right? Then it also provides the machine learning models. You can deploy your machine learning models and then serve these models and then generate the insight out of it. So these are the various components in the data science workspace. Now let's understand what is data warehouse and what are the components of data warehouse. Data warehouse provides two different components: SQL endpoint and Synapse data warehouse. SQL endpoint is a endpoint where you can fire your T-SQL queries and generate the insights. You can fire your queries and get the results, but these results are read only. That means you cannot modify anything in this. And the other part of it is Synapse Data Warehouse. Synapse Data Warehouse, you can not just perform the read-only queries, but you can also do the data modification into it. And it is a full-fledged warehouse where you can provide all the DML and DDL operations. You can create tables with the CTAS, create table as a select, or any normal warehouse, whatever is there in the industry, you can do the same thing here. So these are the two parts of the um, my data warehouse in the Fabric. Now the next part is real-time analytics in Microsoft Fabric. Microsoft Fabric provides a set of tools in this which integrates seamlessly with your Microsoft Fabric products. And these are the unique features which it provides, like it can capture, transform real-time events coming from your Kafka or other data sources, and then it can send these to a different destinations, or you can generate insight from these events and send it to the consumers. You can also load the data from various sources and formats. It can also be integrated with other experiences in Microsoft Fabric, right? It can also scale up the data, which you can unlimited. If data sets are very big and there are lots of data coming, you can again scale up this whole process with the help of real-time analytics. It provides you these three capabilities, like KQL database. And KQL, as you might be knowing, if you have worked in Azure, for the it's a custom query language. So it provides you custom query language database, and then you can also use KQL query set, where you can generate the queries in KQL and generate the insights from it. And then the third part is the event stream, where you can offer a capture, transform, and routine all the real-time events coming from Fabric platform. And it is very user interface the interface is very user friendly, and you don't have to do any coding. It is very easy to combine these streaming data sources and generate insight from it. Okay, so now let's understand very critical and important concept called OneLake and Lakehouse. What is OneLake? So OneLake is a one data lake for your whole organization. And what is a concept? And it is paramount, a very critical and important concept. And Microsoft Fabric revolves around it. So what does it mean? It means that instead of having separate data storage spaces, your one single lake, which is a single source of truth for your whole organization, and it provides a unified data lake which can be accessed from many set of tools, any set of users in your organization. And that helps you to implement a real insights or real lakehouse standard. And this is very important. Then the second part is, you should always have one copy of your data from which can be utilized by multiple data analytics engine. Because the moment you keep multiple copies of the data, it becomes very challenging to update this or sync these data copies together. And that is why it is important to have only one copy of your data. With OneLake, you can create store one copy of your data, even if you are having multiple analytics engine. And here it adds more and more value. Okay, so now let's jump to a demo. And before we jump to the demo, let's understand what we are going to build in this demo in Microsoft Fabric. So in this scenario, we are going to create a lakehouse, ingest a data from the existing Excel file. And with this Excel file, we are going to create a table. And then we will test the ingested data by running some queries into it. And finally, we will create a Power BI report from this table. So let's get started. Okay, so first of all, we are going to create a workspace, because workspace provides you a isolated boundary. And here I'm going to create a workspace called demo WS. And there I'm going to add the contact list for the support. So here I'm the only person who's going to support it. So I have added my name, and actually it is the owner name or on or the person who can support you. It also asks you what is the default storage format for this. So I'm going to provide small dataset storage format, but you can use large dataset format as well, and there are guidelines around it. And then I'm going to say apply. Once it is applied, you will see that this workspace is available here. You will go to that workspace and it will show you these many options. So you will say show all, and there it will provide you many options. So I'm going to use Lakehouse preview option and put this Lakehouse as demo Lakehouse new and create. So this will create a demo Lakehouse for me, and it will provide you these options to put a data flow here. And within couple of seconds you will see that there will be a SQL endpoint also coming here. So as a next step, I'm going to create a data flow, and it is the same data flow which we already discussed about, which will help you to it's a data factory data flow, and here it asks you what are the different options you can use, like importing from Excel, importing from SQL Server, or importing from data flow, or importing from text or CSV file. So I'm going to use import from Excel, and it will ask you whether you want to upload the file or link to a file. So I'm going to upload this file, and I'm going to browse it and upload it. So let me browse it. So now you can see that I have browsed this file, dimension file, and then I'm going to go to next, and then next it is going to take you to this particular one, where it automatically took the name of the Excel file, and you can select that and it will display the result from that Excel file. So what you can do, you can create this from this Excel file you can create it and create a table out of it, or you can update these fields, or you can change this field, you can delete this column, whatever you want to do you can do it. So I'm going to just keep it the way it is without doing any transformation and create. Once I create it, it will show me this option, which means that and if you're looking at it, you will be you already saw this tool, right? It is a Power BI, so it looks very familiar to you. So now what we are going to do, we are going to add this data into the Lakehouse. So what are we going to do? We will add the data destination as Lakehouse, and it is going to ask you which Lakehouse you want to add. So I'm going to see whether the Lakehouse is created or not. So it's not created. You can go ahead and go to next, and it is showing you this workspace, and this is a table name, and here you can tell it to create a new table or existing table. So as you know, we are creating a new table here, so we will not go with the next option, we are going to use this. But first you need to select the workspace, and in the workspace you need to select the Lakehouse. So this Lakehouse is where we are going to push this data. So I have selected it, and now I can go to next. Once I go to next, it is going to give me it is going to ask me which option I need to use, replace, append, or so if I want to append the data, which means I want to add it at the end, or I want to replace the full data, which is a full refresh. So I'm going to do it a full refresh because this table does not exist. So I'm going to put replace and save. Once I do save, this setting is saved, and now if you come here, it will show you the detail about this Lakehouse, because prior to that it was not showing you anything. So now it is showing you that, and then you will publish it. Now once you publish it, you will see that your Lakehouse, this data flow is there, and the data flow is now getting created, which means it is actually pushing the data into the Lakehouse. So what we will do now, we are going to go into the properties once this process is over, and then we will change this name to something else which is more meaningful, because data flow 1 is not a meaningful name and it does not represent what we are trying to achieve from it. So now this is over. So now what we are going to do, we are going to it's still working, it is still refreshing it. So let it refresh fully, and once it is done, then we will rename it. Okay, so now a refresh is completed. Let's change this name of the data flow. So I would say that I'll name it like load Lakehouse data and save. Once it is saved, I'm going to refresh it. So you can do the refresh here. By pressing it, and it is going to refresh the data. So now it is refreshing this data, and what we will do, we will go to the Lakehouse, and it will show you the tables. So you can see this table is already there with all the fields, and you can see that successfully it created a SQL endpoint here just now. We are going to go to the SQL endpoint, and then we are going to see that it is loading this, and we can create a new SQL query. So before we go into it, just want to let you know this becomes so easy if you come here, Demo Lakehouse, and from there if you come here, it will show you this options. Go to SQL endpoint, because this is where you need to run your queries, and then run new SQL query. Here I am going to run this SQL query, and to run this is a familiar tool. So you can say run, and it will run the query successfully, which means you are able to ingest the data and query this data. So now let's go to the next step of creating a report from it. Okay, so now you have the full data available. Now as a next step, you are going to create a report, and we will use we'll come here in this Lakehouse. If you see, this is demo staging table, and here it is, the Lakehouse name is given. So you'll come here and then create a report. Either you can come here, or you can use this for visualize this data, auto create, and it will automatically create a Power BI report for you. And this report, you can save it once this report is available. So once it creates a report, you can edit this report based on your need. So it has created a default report, but you can update this report based on your need, right? Because this is a Power BI report, and if you know Power BI, you can easily update it. Let's name this report as a demo PBI report and save it. So it automatically created this report and saved it. Now once we come here, it will show you these two reports. This is the report which we just created. So with this, we have completed the end-to-end data ingestion, which starts from uploading the data Excel file, and creating a table, and then creating a workspace, creating a Lakehouse, and ingesting the data, and finally creating insight from it in the Power BI. Thanks for watching, and do not forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't